Hello everyone. Today we will be learning about another important function of management, that is directing. Directing means to command. To direct means to provide directions, and while we talk about directing in organizational context, directing means telling people what to do and how can they do it in the best possible way. In this chapter, we will study about concept of directing, features of directing, importance of directing, and elements of directing. Let's start these one by one. First of all, to understand the meaning of directing, you can take examples from your daily life, like a hotel owner directing his employees to complete certain activities for organizing a function. In schools, you can observe a teacher directing his students to complete an assignment. A film director directing the artist about how they should act in the film, etc. In all these situations, if you observe what is being done by these persons, hotel owner, teacher, or film director, and why, we can say that here all of them are directing others to do something to achieve some predetermined objectives. Now we can define directing as: directing is telling people what to do and seeing that they do it to the best of their ability. In the context of management of an organization, directing refers to the process of instructing, guiding, counseling, motivating, and leading people in the organization to achieve its objectives. Now we will study about features, importance, and elements of directing. Let us discuss all these points one by one. First, we will discuss about features of directing. So, the very first feature of directing is to initiate action. A manager has to perform this function along with planning, organizing, staffing, and controlling while discharging his duties in the organization. While other functions like planning, organizing, staffing, they just prepare a setting for action. It is directing which actually initiates action in the organization. And how it initiates action? Simply by telling staff members, by telling employees what to do and how to do. Next is, it takes place at every level of management. Every manager from top executive to supervisor performs this function. It takes place wherever superior subordinate relations exist, because every superior, he is required to supervise, he is required to lead, he is required to motivate the persons working under him, that is subordinate, towards achievement of the predetermined goals. Next feature of directing, it is a continuous process. That means it takes place throughout the life of an organization. irrespective of the people occupying managerial positions. Anyone can occupy these managerial positions, but irrespective of the people, whosoever is occupying these managerial positions, they are required to continuously direct their subordinates towards the achievement of organizational goals. It flows from top to bottom. That means first it is initiated at the top level and it flows to the bottom through organizational hierarchy. It means that every manager can direct his immediate subordinate and he can take instructions from his immediate boss. Now, let us discuss the importance of directing. Why directing is important for the organization? First, it initiates action and we will be able to achieve our objectives only when the action is initiated. For example, if a supervisor guides his subordinates and clarifies their doubts in performing a task, it will help the worker to achieve work targets given to him. Number 2, it integrates employees' efforts. Basically, it is directing which unifies employees' efforts towards achievement of organizational goals. Directing ensures that every individual effort contributes to the organizational performance and work for organizational goals. For example, a manager with good leadership abilities, he will be in a position to convince the employees working under him that individual efforts and team effort will lead to the achievement of organizational goals. It prevents employees from working in different directions. It unifies their efforts so that efforts of all the employees, efforts of all the departments that move in the common direction, that is in the direction of organizational goals. Next, importance of directing. It guides employees to realize their potential fully. So, directing helps employees fully realize their potential and capabilities by motivating and providing effective leadership. A good leader can always identify the potential of his employees and he can motivate them to extract work up to their full potential by making use of different incentives. And next, importance of directing, it helps to bring stability and balance in the organization. How? By fostering cooperation and commitment among the people, and it helps to achieve balance among various groups, activities and the departments. And last but not the least one, it facilitates introduction of change. Generally, all of you know, people have a tendency to resist changes in the organization. But through effective motivation, communication and leadership, you can mold people to accept these changes willingly. For example, if a manager wants to introduce new system of accounting, there may be initial resistance from accounting staff. But if the manager explains the purpose, provides training and motivates with additional rewards, the employees may accept change and cooperate with the manager. Next, we will study about elements of directing. There are four elements of directing. Let's take examples. Like a supervisor explains a worker about operations to be carried by him on a latest machine. So here what the supervisor is doing, he is guiding him, he is instructing him. So this element of directing we better know as supervision. A mining engineer explains about safety precautions to be followed while working in a coal mine. Again, it is supervision as well as communication, because he is communicating the ideas, he is communicating about the safety precautions. A managing director declares share in the profits to the managers for their contribution to enhance profits of the company. So what the managing director is doing here? He is motivating the managers for their contribution towards the profitability of the company. A manager inspires his or her employees by playing a lead role in performing a work. He acts as a leader, so that the persons working under him, they willingly strive towards the achievement of organizational goals. So this element of directing is leadership. So these are the four elements of directing: supervision, communication, motivation and leadership. Supervision means overseeing what is being done by subordinates and giving instructions to ensure optimum utilization of resources and achievement of work targets. Communication, it is a process by which people create and share information with one another in order to reach common understanding. Motivation, to stimulate people, to motivate people to action to accomplish desired goals. And the last element, leadership, to influence people, to mold their behavior so that they will strive willingly and enthusiastically towards the achievement of group goals. So these are the four main elements of directing. That's all for the day. Thank you.